Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. Attention all silver stackers. I have another incredible video for you today. So make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button because I post daily videos. Now, I'm on a hunt. And it's a content hunt right now. If you've seen any of my last videos, you would know this. I'm trying to expose, to unravel the most controversial, misinterpreted articles, topics that have to do with silver. And this all started when I found this article the other day that was comparing gold to silver. And whether you like either or, it doesn't matter, to each his own. But this guy was purposely giving misleading evidence, not sharing context to sway the reader's opinion, the audience's opinion, to invest into gold. And I thought this was wrong. I broke down that article, I dissected it, and it was fun. I never made a video like that. A lot of you guys enjoyed it. So I dug even deeper. You ever heard of silver prices being manipulated or someone saying that? Well, I took this to a whole new level, looking at if silver prices are actually rigged. Then I dug even deeper, looking at who's doing it and why, and also what the real price of silver would be if this stuff wasn't going on. So now we're here. Right now we're here. You guys can see I'm on a roll right now. A lot of people think that there isn't a silver shortage, that there's plenty of silver to go around and we're never going to run out. And anyone that's saying this isn't looking at the numbers correctly. Well, I found some stuff, some very revealing stuff that we're going to break down today. But before we jump into this, I got to share something. This is my merch. I have some new products out. If you want to look fashionable expressing your love for gold and silver, look no further. We have some new stuff. The Dollar Crash hoodies, the Greedy hoodies, got silver, even the 100. All this stuff is really good, really affordable, and how cool is precious metals merch anyways, right? So anyways, let's go into this. So how much silver bullion was sold by the top 3 official mints so far this year? Good question. Now, you would think Royal Canadian Mint, US Mint, right? Maybe Perth Mint, right off the top. So this article really has nothing to do about who sold the most or which top 3, but the numbers and the information that it shows, comparing it to last year. So the top 3 official mints sold a great deal of retail silver bullion products in the first half of 2020. And that's good, right? That was expected. Even though we saw $11 silver in March, that was expected. The first half of the year, people are excited. Global pandemic, sales are high. What if I told you, though, that a rising demand is not going to be able to fulfill the orders or the production of a shortening supply? And it's going to happen a lot sooner than people think, and we're already starting to see the beginning effects, the consequences of this happening. 5G technology, electric vehicles, solar panels, all of these are going to boost silver demand, including silver price rising with investors like you and I wanting to get a slice of the silver pie. But silver production is being cut back because mining isn't profitable. Mining silver isn't profitable, at least. So anyways, that's to give some context to what's going on here. So it goes on to say, however, the sales figure could have been a great deal higher if the various government mints weren't forced to shut down production. And that's a huge piece that people are missing out. You got to remember, US Mint sold out of American Eagles. Royal Canadian Mint was shut down for 2 weeks. These mints literally had to stop because of the global pandemic. And not only that, you have to think of transportation, all of the borders, the boundaries that were cut off too. Not much silver could get anywhere, which made the premiums extremely high. So the top 3 official mints in retail silver bullion sales are US Mint, Royal Canadian Mint, and Perth Mint. Like I said, right? I didn't even read that part. That's a given. That's the obvious. So here's where it gets interesting, right? According to the data from the 2020 World Silver Survey, for last year's figures, the Royal Canadian Mint sold 25.8 million ounces of silver bullion products, followed by the US Mint at 19.5 million and the Perth Mint at 12.7. So the majority of the 19.5 million ounces of the US Mint silver bullion products sold last year were from the 14.9 million ounces and 1.5 million ounces of the 5-ounce American silver beautiful coins, or the beautiful silver coins that remained in the Eagle Proof collectibles and various numismatic coins, right? So I really don't count that too much. But anyways, that's literally irrelevant to what we're talking about, and you'll see why. Remember how I was just saying a little bit earlier how the supply of silver is decreasing. It's actually at a very alarming rate. A very alarming rate. That's because silver price is so cheap compared to gold, 72 times cheaper, that miners do not want to look for silver. They're looking for gold, lead, and zinc. If they find silver by accident, they'll keep it, but they're not looking for silver. And even though it's found by accident, they might still find some, right? Well, the mines have been shut down due to the global pandemic. And this has been happening slowly for the last 7 years. So there's a lot of missing silver and a lot of catching up to do that we simply just, it's not possible. It's literally not possible. So let's keep going on. And actually, there's a whole article that talks about that. That's a whole other video for itself. But I'll link this article in the description, and then you can just click to read more on that. But however, however, both the Royal Canadian Mint and the Perth Mint also sell silver bars. The Royal Canadian Mint sells 10-ounce, 100-ounce, and kilo silver bars, besides its silver maples and various other official silver coins and numismatics. Unfortunately, since 2015, the Royal Canadian Mint no longer provides the sales figures for its silver maples. I will contact the RCM to see if they provide any data. So regardless, if we look at the first half of 2020, here is the increase in silver bullion products from these top 3 official mints. So this is the first half of 2019 versus the first half of 2020. Look at these results. US Mint blew through the roof. Canadian Mint blew through the roof. Perth Mint blew through the roof. This is really interesting data. A lot of times, what's happening in the economy will affect the price of silver, but also the price of silver will affect the price of silver, right? See what I'm saying? And when we saw $11 silver, a lot of people weren't messing with silver. They thought it was a terrible investment, but then the global pandemic happened. And since last year, I've been saying that silver was going to have a very compelling, very explosive year this year. And that wasn't because I could time travel or that I'm a fortune teller and I knew that there would be a global pandemic, because I definitely didn't know that there would be a pandemic happening. But I did know one thing. The 2020 presidential election was this year. And I know that anytime there's controversy, what happens? Pushes precious metals up because of safe haven, the safe haven value. When people don't trust banks or governments, they turn to gold and silver. So anyways, in the first 6 months of 2020, these top 3 official mints sold 34.9 million ounces of silver bullion products versus 24.1 million ounces during the same period last year. That turns out to be 10.8 million ounces more silver bullion products sold in the first half of 2020, or 45% higher during than 2019. 45%, almost double, right? We can see that the Perth Mint silver bullion sales nearly doubled first half 2020 versus 2019, likely due to Mint's ability to keep its operation open longer versus the US and Royal Canadian Mints. Australia's shutdown due to the pandemic was less severe compared to the United States and Canada. Now, if we look at the difference in these 3 official government mints silver bullion product sales in 2020, for the most updated figures, the change since last year is even greater, while the Royal Canadian Mint only provides updates quarterly. The US Mint and the Perth Mint do so every month, and the US Mint updates their Silver Eagle sales figure even more regularly than the Perth Mint. The next chart shows the most up-to-date figures for these 3 official mints. So this is even crazier. So this is the top 3 official mint retail silver bullion demand 2019 versus 2020. So not only, and this is what's even crazier, and this article didn't really hit on this. I wish they did a little bit. But this article is looking from the perspective of single-handed buyers, people like you and me, individual buyers. When companies come into play, which have a lot more money than us, this could sway prices way higher at a way faster degree. Gold and silver, especially silver, is needed for so many things, especially as we advance in this new technological era that we're headed in. Silver is used in everything. It's the most highly conductive metal for thermal conductivity and electricity, and we need silver in literally everything. And as we advance, we're going to need more and more silver. So demand is going upwards at a really high rate, but the supply is going downwards. Low supply, high demand shoots the price up. So you can see various 2019, 27 million ounces, various 2020, 40.4 million ounces. The U.S. Mint's total Silver Eagle sales are nearly 18.2 million ounces for January through August 2020 versus 12.2 for the same period last year. While the Perth Mint increased from 5.2 to 10 million ounces, again as stated above, the Canadian Mint will not update its figures to the third quarter 2020. So the total silver bullion sales from these official mints at various periods is 40 million ounces versus 27. As I've stated many times, I believe we're just in the beginning stages of massive silver bullion demand to come in the future, right? Not only a massive bullion demand, as the price rises, it becomes more attractive. No, more people are paying attention to it. Everyone wants a slice of the silver pie, kind of like the Bitcoin boom. Not only that, we have younger generations investing in the precious metals. People in their 20s and 30s are, and we've never seen people this young investing. And that is because of apps like Robinhood that make it extremely accessible and convenient, easy to use. And they also got the proof from the Bitcoin boom that investing can be profitable. So the perfect storm for silver is boiling up. The stars have aligned. And if you don't see this, if you watch this video this long into it and don't see the blatantly obvious evidence, the signs, the signals that silver is the best investment, then I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, Americans who purchase mostly official silver coins and rounds will be thrilled they did when future supply dries and at a much higher price, right? Consumers turn into the producers. Producers turn into the consumers. The people that are buying silver right now will be selling it to the people that are buying it in the future, if you get what I'm saying. Most people are going to be paying $50 for an ounce of silver. That's when they're buying $50 silver, $100 silver, that's when we're selling $50 silver, $100 silver. We get in before the curve, and while everyone else is buying, we're going to be the ones profiting. So, this is a great article, and it's shared a lot, and I really, really hope that you see the point in this video. This isn't going to get any better. It's only going to get worse, which is only going to be more explosive, more severe, and more consequential for silver prices. Now, anyone who's saying the silver shortage is in here or whatever, that's a myth. It's a get out your tinfoil hat. They're not looking at the data correctly. You have to incorporate, you have to factor in so many other things. You can't just look at how much was dug out of the ground, because a lot of times silver is lost in technology. A lot of gold is remelted, rescrapped, recycled, reused. Silver is lost in technology because the majority of silver production is used in technology, and nobody's scrapping silver out of laptop, cell phone, because it's not profitable to do so. They'll get a couple pennies for taking 2 hours to tear a cell phone apart. Gold might be profitable to do so. Nobody's running to their pawn shop to scrap a necklace that's going to get them $1.50. Gold, they would though. See what I'm saying? Silver circulation is much shorter than gold because gold is actually worth recirculating in the eyes of the evil money holder. It is worth circulating, but from a perspective of money hungry people, it's not. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. Like I said though, check out my merch. We have the new line, which I call Greedy. It has the dollar logo, but it's pointing downwards, showing how the dollar is collapsing. We also have the skull and crossbones, which I call the dollar crash. We have the Got Silver shirt, like the Got Milk shirt, but on the back it also says AJ47. We also have some other stuff, and on the back of these, there's a little surprise as well. Cool stuff. I definitely think you will enjoy this. Links in the description, or you can just click one of the pictures. It will take you to my Teespring store. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in this video. Make sure to smash the like button and subscribe if you're new. I post daily videos. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.